The real reason why I am logging in right now to chat with you guys for a little bit is because I wanted to share a download, a revelation, a download. And it's not the first time I've had this particular kind of download or revelation in the past, in my life, throughout my life. But as years pass, this particular download seems to feel much, much, much more truth. There's so much more truth to it as years pass, and I see people and clients and deal with humans on a day-to-day basis. Why is someone that is capable, creative, intelligent, could be finding herself or himself in a big ditch in their life, in a big hole, in a big situation that they can't seem to get themselves out of? And why does someone else that may not be as creative, that may not be as intelligent, or what have you, and we're not trying to make comparisons here, it seems, it appears from a distance that things flow for them so easily and without much interruption? That's a question that many people have from time to time. Well, one thing I want us to be fully aware of in this moment, especially during these times of a lot of sudden changes, how the world is vibing right now, energetically, spiritually, vibrationally, how we collectively and individually are vibing in our life. It is important to understand this particular download. Our actions. This is the download. This is the specific download that prompted for me to do this live right now. Our actions. And when I say our actions, I'm including in there our thought patterns, our behaviors, the way we go about in life. It's either elevating and strengthening our ancestors, our spirit guides, or specifically ancestors I want to focus on. Or it's lowering their vibration. It is impeding their spiritual ascension and their spiritual growth. I need us to understand this. I need this download to sink into every area of your brain. And I will repeat. Our actions, which means our behaviors, our thought patterns, the way we go about life on a day-to-day basis, is either strengthening, enlightening our ancestors, or it is lowering their vibration. It is contributing to them staying at a unevolved spiritual state, if that makes sense. We're either contributing towards our ancestors' spiritual ascension and growth, or we are contributing to them staying in a battlefield, basically, in a battlefield. And I say this because this is part number 2. I share this thought with you today, which you can either embrace or reject. It's your choice. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to deliver. It is important for us to understand that many people, and this is part of an ancestral knowledge, ancestral conversations that I will be having more often than I have been able to. when people transition, okay, every ancestor is not a good person. You've all have heard me say this many, many of times in the past, and I'm sure there are many other spiritual healers or guides out there that also share this same belief. Every ancestor is not a good ancestor. Every ancestor is not a good person. Every ancestor is not an ancestor that wishes you well. Every ancestor is not a person that has elevated into the realm of light and can support us in light and in strength. This is a fact under the teachings of spiritism and spiritual awareness. So when we say ancestors, we're not just talking about our direct personal ancestors within our lineage. We're also referring to any human being that has transitioned into that other state of spiritual consciousness. Every individual that transitions, in other words, that dies, I don't believe in that word, and that's why we use transition. Every person that leaves the physical body, when they are in that other plane, just because they passed away and they transition does not automatically make them a good spirit, a good energy, a good vibration. It does not. There are countless of many of individuals who transitions who do not accept leaving their earthly behaviors behind. There are many, 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 many people that transition that do not embrace light on the other side. So that keeps them still harboring, vibrating basically under that same lower level, vile, evil, negative, pessimistic, whatever it is, whatever behaviors they executed here on earth, if they do not embrace themselves into an elevated form of ascension of light, they continue to be that spiteful, evil, bitchy, you name it. They continue to be that and much more on the other side. Oh, but this is the message that I want you to listen to this afternoon. For some of you might be a reminder, because I have spoken about this years past. And for others, it might be new news. Whichever the case may be, embrace it if the message is for you. It is so important for us to do the spiritual work. It is so important for us to develop our spiritual awareness. It is so important for us to evolve mentally, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, and vibrationally. It is so important for us to take better care of ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It is so important for us to, yes, do the uncomfortable, ugly, unpleasant inner child healing. It is so important for us to do the shadow work. It is so important for us to work on ourself, because lack of us not doing the work, us not doing the spiritual awareness work, us not elevating our mindset, us not evolving, us not taking care of ourselves, us not doing our work that we have been assigned to do while embodying this physical form, either supports elevating our ancestors, sending them off into the light, realm of light, and supporting the divine agenda, or is keeping them in bondage. Why? Because the same people, this is the message, the same humans, or better yet, let me put it this way, the same spirits or entities that are now on the other side, who were once upon a time humans. Humans. The same people who have transitioned, who once upon a time was abusing your mama, was abusing your grandmother, was abusing a family member of yours. The same family member that once upon a time held someone in bondage. The same people that wanted your mother and your father to not be happy. The same people that did not want joy in your family. The same people that wanted to keep your family going through hardships and chaos. The same people that did not want you to financially evolve. The same people that didn't want you to be born when you were in your mother's womb. The same person, the same individual who once upon a time wished all kinds of ills and evils towards you or towards your family members or someone significant to you within your bloodline. That person who now transitioned, it is not guaranteed, number one, it is not guaranteed that they have ascended, that they have embraced light, that they have, now, I don't want to use words that sound very religious, because then, this is not about any religion. This is about metaphysical laws. This is about universal laws. This is about spirituality, a higher understanding of spirituality, not under any particular dogma. But for lack of better words and for a better understanding, collective understanding, those same people who are now on the other side, who have not embraced light, have not ascended, have not repented, right? Continue to function. This is the message that I want it to hit your heart. They continue to carry out the same agenda. They continue to carry out the same agenda. Don't get it twisted. Don't get confused. Don't let anyone brainwash you into thinking anything different. They continue to carry out the same agenda. So your lack, okay, this is where the responsibility falls on you. Your lack of self-awareness and self-understanding, your continuous habitual pattern of procrastination, your continuous behavior of not wanting to take care of you, your continuous pattern of ignoring yourself, your continuous behavior of putting everyone else first except you, your continuous behavior of second-guessing yourself each time God's Spirit gives you a great idea, a good inspiration, your continuous behavior of not knowing how to belong, your continuous behavior in not honoring yourself, your continuous behavior of allowing everyone else to control your life, your continuous behavior to be enslaved in a job that does not make you feel fulfilled, your continuous behavior to accept people into your life that puts you in a place of seconds and repeats, your continuous behavior of accepting crumbs, your continuous behavior of going back to exes that were never meant to be long-terms in your life, your continuous behavior to allow people to manipulate you, your continuous behavior to not work deeply to heal wounds, your continuous behavior to resort to addictive behaviors to addictive substances, your addictive behavior to continuously mistreat yourself, to continuously put yourself on the back seat and put your goals and your visions in the back burner, your continuous behavior to allow other people on a platform that you were the one who was supposed to be there, your continuous behavior and pattern to allow a family member or someone that you believe to be in love with to continuously dumb you down, your continuous acceptance of anything that goes against your divine ascension and your divine well-being keeps your ancestors enslaved, keeps your ancestors in a battlefield, keeps your ancestors unable to reach their light, and continues to strengthen the ones who always wanted you to fail, who always wanted you to look bad, who always wanted you to lose, who always wanted you to never have a seat at the table, who always wanted you to be addicted, who always wanted you to feel alone, who always wanted you to be sad, who always wanted you to never fall in love, who always wanted you to never carry a child, who always wanted you to never be financially wealthy or stable or in a much better financial state, who always wanted you to look stupid or crazy in front of other people, who always wanted you, oh, come on now, you continue to support their agenda. You continue to support their agenda did not die with them when they transition. Their agenda continues to thrive through your actions when you are not aligned. When you are not aligned with divine purpose. Does anyone hear me? Is anyone listening to this download on this Saturn day? On this day where still the Lionsgate portal is still vibrating in our favor. Are you listening? This is why self-improvement work is vital to your life. You're complaining about your finances, about how bad they are, about how why don't they get better? Well, it puts you in a position to question yourself as to what kind of thought patterns, behaviors, and beliefs you are still holding on to, which were thought patterns and behaviors and beliefs that was wished upon you or wished upon your lineage by someone that you probably never even met physically. Are you still holding on to that continues to contribute to the lack, to the scarcity? Or if it's your love life, if it's your intimate life, if it's your romantic life, what kind of thought patterns and behaviors and beliefs are you still holding on to? Are you still holding on to in terms of what you were taught by mama or daddy, in terms of what you were shown by the culture in which you grew up in, that contributes to an unfounded belief or understanding of what love and romance is, that continues to contribute lower level beliefs about yourself. I don't deserve love, or I'm not beautiful enough, or I'm not intelligent enough, or who would look my way, or who would want me, or I am too fat, or I am too black, or I am too this, or I am too that. These are the thoughts that need to be challenged. Oh, listen to me, baby. Listen to me. Listen to this download today. Someone needs to listen to this. And the ball is in your park. There is a vibration out there that does not want you to make the right investments, the healthy investments in yourself. There are vibrations out there that wants to keep you confused. isolated, feeling abandoned, unseen, feeling unwanted. There are vibrations out there that continues to contribute to your demise. Do you hear me? But they contribute to your demise because you're still that portal that allows their evil desires, their negative desires to work on you negatively. You think it's your mama because you maybe, yes, okay, fine. Maybe your mama was one of those that was not ready to be a mama and she had you and she wasn't ready for you and, she didn't do her best job. Okay, granted. Maybe you were someone that grew up to a single parent and you struggled a whole lot because the single parent that raised you struggled a whole lot. Maybe you grew up from foster home to foster home. Maybe you grew up in an abusive environment. Okay, that is not to be diminished. That is not to be erased. That is not to, act like it didn't exist. Yes, but we're not just talking about that. We're speaking about every single lower level negative spiritual contribution towards that experience that actually predates you. Because little do you know that perhaps you are the continuation of a story that started with your great-grandmother. A story that started with your great-grandfather. Little do you know that you are the extension of a story that started with your mother. Do you hear me? And because you have not done the work, because you continue to be in the dark, because you continue to be in a headspace that does not allow you to access a heightened level of self-awareness, you continue to perpetuate behaviors that strengthen the negative ancestors, the negative ones that passed away, that wished this upon your lineage, while simultaneously you continue to take power away from your ancestors of light and wisdom. Am I making any sense to you today? And there needs to be active work. There needs to be an activated vibration and energy within you to finally break free from what people commonly today call a curse. A curse. They call it a curse. Christians and, curse, this is not about Christianity. This is not about Oricha. This is not about spiritism. This is about how universal laws work and how we are on a day-to-day basis a contributing factor to our ascension, our blockages, and or our demise. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? This is why many of us that do this kind of work, and we do it from the heart, and we do it with much love and integrity, we stress so much things that to you, because unfortunately there's a lot of words and practices and terminologies that are used so loosely today, that unfortunately we don't give it the importance it deserves, while totally ignoring the fact, while not even being aware of how we contribute every day towards our demise. And the months and the years go by, and it's years and years being stuck in the, well, because he doesn't love me, and after everything I did for him, and he left me, and I want him to love me, and I want love you. Love you. Love you by starting fresh. Love you by getting to know yourself better. Love you by doing the spiritual healing work. Love you by elevating your vibration. This is the work that must be done. And let me not speak on to those of you who are mothers and fathers, because this is what you will be passing on to your offspring. This is what you will be passing on to your child. You got to sit with yourself. And you got to be 150,000% transparent and honest with yourself as to question number one. How many years it's been since I've been stuck in this loop? How many years has it been that I continue to feel the same way about my life, about myself, about my circumstances, about the same issues? How many years have you been contributing to the same kinds of broken, toxic relationships? How many years have you been investing into the same trauma bonds? How many years? How many years have you been stuck in the same mental, emotional breakdowns? How many years? Ask yourself this. Please ask yourself this. How many years? Because you know what? 3 months is too damn long. 6 months is too damn long. A year is too damn long. 2 years is too damn long. 5 years is too damn long. 10 years is fucking suicide. How long have you been continuously contributing to your own slowly but surely demise by way of your inactivity? Now, for those of you that are emotionally sensitive and you get butthurt for everything, this is not saying, because I know how sometimes our inner child can be triggered by certain words. In no way, shape, or form, open up your ears and listen to me, please, with an open heart. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that your whole life is your fault and everything is your fault and you're the one to blame and you're the guilty one. Because your inner child has always been made to feel like the culprit. You could never do anything good. You could never do anything right. Everything always comes out to be fucked up. Me. I can never do anything good. No. That's not what I'm saying, and do not interpret it as such. But what I am saying is, when are you going to take action? When are you going to take action, Spirit says? When are you going to take control, Spirit asks? When? When are you going to sit with yourself and you say, you know what? I am tired of me. You heard that? I am tired of me. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of being tired of me. Because that's the only way you're going to take the baton. That's the only way you're going to take the reins. That's the only way you're going to be the initiator of the changes that need to take place in your life. This was a message. This was a message. This was a message. Hopefully, one to not be ignored. a message to not be ignored. I gotta go. Thankfully and finally, I am arriving at my destination. I pray. I'm going to say it this way. I don't like the word hope too much. Some people stay hoping for 10,000 years and never execute. I pray that you take the opportunity to join me at the Shadow Work Retreat. I pray that you do. I really pray that you do. You know why I pray that you do? This isn't cockiness. It isn't ego-driven. God knows, and I know. God knows, universe knows, Mother Earth knows, and I know. I'm not the best out there. But I'm sure not the worst either. And what I do know is I wholeheartedly believe, I wholeheartedly trust, I wholeheartedly am invested in the healing work the Creator, Spirit, the universe, God has provided me with the ability to bring to the table. I am 100% invested in it. And I know how profound this kind of healing work can be in a person's life when they open themselves up to it and they stop making excuses. So it is my prayer that you take a look at the upcoming Shadow Work Retreat. It is my prayer that you do anything and everything within your power to make it happen for you, because this is about you. This is for you. This is for your lineage. This is for your children. This is for your life. I hope you pull every string possible to make this happen for you. You know why? Because there's every single other string being pulled against you. There's every other string that's being pulled against you. So many different strings are being pulled against you every single day of your existence. Against your dreams, against your goals, against your visions. And what Spirit does not want you to continue to contribute towards is the weakening of that grandmother's prayer. The weakening of those ancestors of light that are on your side. Spirit does not want you to continue contributing towards the weakening of the blessing, the covering, the prayers that are on your side by way of those ancestors of light and wisdom that are right now in the battlefield with the other ancestors that did not wish you well, that did not wish your mama well, that did not wish your lineage well. You keep your ancestors of light in the battlefield. And it is up to you whether they win or they lose, whether they ascend or they stay at that level of spiritual conflict. Please share this live. Please share this live. There has been an important, powerful download here today. Share this live. Click the link in my bio. Visit that tab and go get informed about the Shadow Work Retreat. And if it's literally impossible, I don't believe in impossibilities, but let's just say that this time around is definitely for sure not possible for you. You know someone that needs it. just as much as you do or more than you. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. Much love to each and every one of you. If you're just joining us now, you need to watch this replay when I share this on my page. Okay? So, blessings. See you soon. Over and out.